Hello, my name is Zhatelier, welcome back for another bit of Shadow Empire. In previous episode, we managed to push, we'll rather keep the enemies on the other side of the river here. They didn't really attack across the river either, but we destroyed a couple of tanks of it there on the coastline. Over here, there was a bit of air fights and all that. Down here, we managed to push the enemy back. We did also get another set of a medium armor, which is going to go ahead and clear out the sea worms first, and then it's going to allow us to maybe start pushing back a little bit into here and just, you know, hold the enemy at bay. Right now, I think the biggest problem that we have, though, is the eastern front. Like, there's so many tanks in there that we need to destroy to be able to get forward. I mean, if we could get to this river line, for example, that'd be brilliant. They do have an airfield right there, though, which does make it a bit difficult. But if we could start pushing them back a little bit, at least, one way or another, that would already be a massive boon for us. So we got, right, that's the all-rounders. One of the things that I might actually want to do is get a bit more recon in here. I mean, admittedly, we've got a fairly good, oh, actually, there's 500 recon right now there. But, like, we got a decent recon overall in here. Maybe getting, like, armored cars in here or something might allow us to get that slight increase on the recon for this area. So when we use artillery, we have a lot higher chance of hitting the enemy. But we already did most of the fighting last round already. I mean, there's a bit of the stuff over here against the minor region that we could maybe deal with. You know what? Let's just go ahead and do one more range attack over here. And then we'll do an all-out attack with the infantry in there. And the recon. Oh, there we go. We did actually get a hit. There we go. Well, at least we got some hits there. Let's go ahead and send in some of the infantry from here. Unknown odds right now, but I think we've got enough firepower in here that we can deal quite significant damage. We'll probably take a bit of losses as well. Oh, we even lost some of the armored cars. Now, these are the old armored cars, to be fair. So we killed 200 and we lost 300, of which, yeah, it wasn't really that bad. We can quite easily replace those. Let's just do that real quick. Oh, right, this one had buggies already as well. Okay. Right, now that we've done that, let's have a look at the... Well, actually, we'll just quickly have a look at the dashboard. We've got hydroponics already a quarter of the way. Oh, missiles are not too far off either. I think that's actually going to be quite useful for... Well, honestly, a lot of things, actually. Like, first of all, the rocket launchers, we can turn those to missile launchers, I suppose. Oh yeah, it will probably be unlocked quite soon after that. And if we design one of those, I mean, I don't know how long of a range those have. Probably pretty decent. I'd imagine maybe up to 4 hexes. If the rocket launcher that we currently have has 3, then yeah, that's probably possible. We do need to research the jetpacks. Did we already start researching that, actually? I don't think we did, no. No, we're getting the missiles right now. After that, we could get the jetpacks. Or small arms, or cluster bombs, squad machine guns could also be quite good for defense units. So we've got quite a few options to go for. Also, the radio filters could also be quite handy, but I don't think there's too much radioactivity in the areas that we are in. I think there might be some somewhere in the world, but we just haven't found that area really yet. But regardless, let's head to the next round without further delay. Oh, there's a bit of an airstrike there, but we actually shot down some of their planes. Does kind of look like the Eastern Front has calmed down quite significantly. So we killed 100 walkers, 10 high altitude, and we lost 100 infantry. I mean, you know, that's not really that bad. And we completed the missiles, and we discovered the surface-to-air missile. Oh yeah, it is surface-to-air missile launcher. Oh. Yep. Well, that's actually going to be really good. We need to get those designed as soon as possible. Right, we could go for the small arms now. Or the radiation filters, quad machine guns. You know, we'll check the quad machine guns out. I think that will be quite useful for new weaponry and all that. Modern Worker Strike and Dad, I mean, we can probably give in to some of their demands. That's probably going to be alright. Save over here. We can get a lot of money by selling some of the metal if need be. Or other things. I'm sure that we'll figure out something. Major Worker Strike in Hidden Village. Oh dear. The Roman thieves in Kazoo Raptor, you will have my full support. Oh, there we go. Danger increased a tiny bit, but there wasn't too much other damage there. And you... okay, to show Syndic requires a donation. I mean, I suppose we could give a bit of money there as well. We're spending a lot of money at the start of the round here. A team and community offers to help us. I'm going to decline the kind offer. And then let's have a look at the battles again. So there was an airstrike in here where we shot down 10 of their planes. Then there was... that may have actually been recon planes. Not entirely sure. But there was another airstrike over there, which did basically no damage whatsoever. Then artillery strike over here, which did basically no damage. Over here we lost the 100 infantry. These are some of the very old machine gunners, admittedly, so no doubt, or no wonder that we lost a bit. And then there was the air bridge. Ah, there we go. Now we got the supplies flowing through here, at least to some degree. So that will help us with the logistics. I'm gonna move these... actually, no, we can probably go in there. I think there's something in here, at least. There might be something over there soon enough. Right, well, in the front line here, well, first of all, we've still got plenty of ammunition for this round, so that's good. We could probably use these to do another air attack on the stack. I'm going to send in some recon planes there, or interceptors rather, not recon planes. Oh, they did have some planes in here. Yeah, okay. So that didn't go all that well for us. No kills, so we got quite a few hits, but they also got quite a few hits with their planes. Well, what about our range attack? Will that do? No, not really any damage. Kind of what I suspected. Okay, well in that case doing one of those in here probably won't help either. Let's go ahead and do an air attack. Well, we can do it there, or we can just let that one rest. And well, this one doesn't have the range either, so I guess both of those planes will rest. We do have our Hueys over here. I could probably do another airstrike on something. Maybe we'll want to clear out the... I mean, there's more targets in here, so we'll just attack that one. Oh, there we go. Started rather well. Okay, so 10 tanks and 100 bicycle infantry, that's not too bad. And now we should also be able to start sending our medium tanks over here to clear out the sea worms, and then start helping clear out the coastline. Oh, that's actually quite weak in terms of... They got all our attack as well, so that's a reduced defense. And this does count as infantry, right? Motorbike infantry, yes. What about our tanks over here? Could we clear out the enemy roadblock over here once again? I'll take that as a yes. Yeah, we killed 10 tanks and we pushed them back. And we do still have 50 AP, so we could actually attack the motorcycle troops over here as well. Admittedly, these tanks aren't the best against infantry, but you know, they can still deal a bit of damage. We'll just keep this area sort of clear, so they won't be able to amass enough troops necessarily for a proper counterattack there. Over here, there's not too much I can do. I mean, basically what I suppose I could do now is let's go ahead and get some area in it. So if we raise a formation here, let's see, so there's the fighters. Fighter bombers could be maybe... Are these the heavy ones? Cobras, I believe they are. They're a little expensive, but not actually that bad. Yeah, we'll raise a formation of those. And I think this is going to head to the... So what is the weaponry on this one? 5 hexes range, fly maximum of 2,000 kilometers. You can attack ground targets with small rockets. It is also equipped with twin high-speed heavy machine gun, air-to-air. It doesn't have any field testing yet, but yeah, I think this could be our interceptor to some degree in here. We might have to set up some sort of place over here for it to recuperate. I mean, if it's all the way there, then it can just barely cover this area. So we need to have some base a bit closer. But well, actually, yeah, if we could get an airbase right about there, that might be quite handy. And then use it from there. We could do a bit of airstrikes on the enemy, and or just, you know, have it as an interceptor. In the north, they've still abandoned that one, oddly enough. Did they manage to... Oh, yeah, there's a road going through there. Okay, so they have got on a road at least. They've got an airfield there. But of course, the airfield hasn't really caused that many issues for us right now. We could even bring our air guns a bit closer. Don't necessarily want to abandon... Yeah, those leopards could be a problem. So we'll just hold on our front here for now. We've got an air coverage on the entire front now, so I don't think they'll be doing too much airstrikes there. We could do a bit of attacks across the river once again. Let's use our tanks. Just some target practice. Ooh, we lost some metal hits. Well, that's a bit unfortunate. And then, of course, we know that they got about 500 tanks or so in here. So attacking that one is going to be a bit too foolhardy for my taste. At least right now. But, you know, we can destroy some enemy troops over there every now and then. Let's get some more metal heads to replace the ones that we just used. Still got plenty of ammo. I mean, we did use quite a bit of ammo last round, but we still got about 4,000, so I'm not too worried about it. Over here we are... Well, actually, I suppose I could do the range attack once again. I don't really expect any damage in there. But if we get lucky, we might get a few kills. And if nothing else, it does... we do get a lot of hits, even if we don't get kills. So it should keep the readiness of the enemy troops relatively low. And they are actually a bit low on fuel in here, interestingly enough. But I suppose they're getting their fuel through here, and we got a bit of a zone of control, sort of... Well, actually, not necessarily fully, but like probably a bit of an effect on that area at least. Thanks to us. So yeah, that is causing some issues for the logistics, no doubt. Do you have the Ravens? Did I ever set these up correctly for the intercept orders? Yeah, okay, so it's should be doing intercepting if they do anything in here. There's no guarantee that they will. So in the north, we had a bit of combat in there as well. I suppose, let me just have a look at the replacements. What do we need? Need some machine gunners? And that's about it. Okay. Let's go ahead and use these to do another... Oh, that's actually not too bad. We'll do a range attack there. Don't think we'll be doing a lot of damage, but if we get a hit or two, that'd be already nice. Okay, well, we've got 4 hits total. And then if we try to attack with these units... We might be able to clear this stack now, finally. Or we'll just take some unnecessary losses here. That's also a possibility. Yeah, we lost 200 infantry. Although these are just line troops too, so these are actually quite old infantry. I guess we're going to get some line troop 4s as a replacement. That's about it in terms of reinforcements. There's a bit of logistics issues going to Taza right now. I mean, there is a lot of oil over here that we could utilize eventually. We also need to send out the colonists real quick, so I'll do that. I'll be back in a moment. There we go. Are we actually building anything right now? Still getting the industry. Still going to take about 2 rounds to be completed. And how close are we getting the medium helicopter? Okay, that's going to be done next round, so we're going to start working on the surface-to-air missile launcher. And those are going to be, especially on the west flank over here, or front over here, that's going to be really important. Having one over here, for example, would be... I don't know how long of a range it has, probably about 3 hexes. So we should be able to just, you know, shoot down any planes trying to do some strikes there. If we could get another one over here for the southern flank. Basically, we want to have 1 in each front at least. Maybe more than 1 in some places. But let's get to the next round, shall we? Well, there's a bit of artillery strikes on our river, on the other side of the river here, on the southern flank, and they were trying to do something over here as well, probably artillery strike. But they're not really, like, we're pushing them back over there. Oh, there's some war fighting somewhere. I didn't check or see where that was. Oh, there we go. We didn't quite completely destroy the sea worms yet, but I think next round we will be completing that process. And then, oh, they cut off the road going north of Albertus. We killed 200 infantry, 10 guns, lost 100 infantry. I mean, that's pretty decent, all things considered. And Apache has been researched or developed now, so that's good. Right, well, let's have a look at the decision. So, oh, over ambitious order. Now, this was, you know, I'm just going to ignore the leader's actions this time around. Victory points reached at least 21.7. We are currently at 20. Around 203, is that? And 40... Wait, no, 12 rounds. I don't know if we can reach that, but you know what, we'll accept it. Probably a mistake, I'll admit, but we'll see how it goes. Yes, sir. And now we need the design target, and that is going to be the surface-to-air missile launcher. It's going to be rather expensive to design first. So we've got the light, medium, and heavy surface-to-air missiles. I think we might go for the medium ones. It'll be a bit more expensive. It'll probably be fine, and then we could probably go for, like, I don't know, 25mm polymer plating. Doesn't need to be all that massive armor thickness in there. But that's the sort of thinnest that it can be with the polymer armors. We'll go for that one, and I think a double diesel engine will probably be good, somewhat good enough at least. It'll take a while to be completed, of course. Then we go in Hidden Village. We could find... Ooh, is the difficulty... It's average of 102. That's going to be quite difficult. We could try to convince the population that he's a fraud. You know what? Actually, we'll do that one. Ah, we failed. Unrest increased 30%. Yeah, that's a bit rough. Walker, Agitator, and Albertus. We could either investigate the Agitator, so that's got... Oh. Yeah, I don't think we will have any chance of doing that. So we'll just give in to some of their demands, I guess. Alien natives ask for tech. This is... Mapatusian. We got friendly relations with them, don't we? So we could trade with some of them. Yes, sir. Ethereum commune is blackmailing us once again. I'm just going to refuse that one. Yes, sir. And then spies into Modern Republic have found info. Yes, sir. Same with the Mindstram. I'm going to support the option number 1 in there. Right, so on the western flank... Oh, first of all, we got the big planes over here, the Cobras. We could send them at least a little bit further. We'll go to Fallon first, and we can go to Spokamania, and then, like, in a few rounds we'll have it in here, hopefully supporting to some degree. Then over here we got our tanks finally. Let's go ahead and clear out the sea worms once and for all. Well, that was quick. And we get in here, we could probably actually... That's still just the motorcycle troops, as a matter of fact. Let's just have a look at the air attack. So we could do an air attack on the Leopards here. Seems like a smart idea. There we go. Well, they did have a bit more than the 30 that we could see here. But we destroyed at least 10 of their tanks. And then we can take our tanks over here. We'll just clear out the roadblock first. Oh, we destroyed the entire unit. There we go. Then we're going to take this one. I suppose we could actually use both of the tanks here. Oh, it's 1,673 to 1. There we go. And it looks like it was the Blocker actually that did majority of the damage there. Well, all the damage that we really dealt to them properly, so that's good. In fact, we're kind of getting to the point where we might be able to start pushing the tanks forward again. Maybe we'll send in the tanks first. We'll keep the infantry in the rear. We've still got the air coverage in here. We can start to at least pushing them back a little bit in here. Maybe we can eventually start... Oh, I think there might be someone trying to flank us over here once again. Let's hit someone there to block them. And then on the southern flank over here, once again, on the eastern front, I suppose. There's a bit of tanks there. I'm going to do a ranged attack on those. I know that we might not deal all that much damage, but, you know, if we can weaken them a little bit, we can make sure that we don't take too much casualties when we attack them with our... Oh, and is the Hueys ready to do... Ooh, these are actually quite seasoned already. So we could do another airstrike over here. I can't send the interceptors in this time around, but that's alright. I think we'll still... Oh, they might have actually their planes again in here. Oh, we lost actually 10 of them. But... Oh yeah, they did have the interceptors there. Fair enough. So that was a bit of a failure. Well, I guess we are going to get some replacement troops here directly, so we'll get the Huey 2s. I don't remember what's the difference with it. Well, I suppose the fuel efficiency is a lot better on those. I don't remember there being too much other differences. I mean, it's still using the small rockets and the same machine gun. Yeah, very small rockets and the same machine gun. So I suppose it's, well, it's of course a better version of it. In general, at least. Let's go ahead and take our tanks over here across the river. Should be able to destroy them quite easily. Oh, yes. There we go. That's 30 tanks that they just lost there. And there's, of course, this stack over here that is causing some issues. At least nominally. Not necessarily too much. Otherwise, let's actually have a look. I think we do need a bit more reinforcement. Yeah, we need a bit more infantry. That's about it. So I guess we are just going to take this one. Oh, we still got so much line troop 2s in here, among other things. Well, we'll get a 1 Mark 4, or 100 Mark 4s in there, of infantry, so that will give us a bit of bonus at least, and then I suppose you could take a range attack. You know what, I'm going to use both of these groups. Oh, there we go, that was a good hit on the artillery. It was all the work from the rocket launchers, to be fair. But, you know, At least we dealt some damage. Which they might not be able to recover. Oh, there we go. Now the supply situation on this island is starting to get better. Good. Do still have the colony zones. Just going to quickly send those out again. There we go. That's a decent bit. We might need a bit more ammunition as well. Let's get another 2400, for example. So we've got a decent bit of industrial points. We're actually getting quite a bit now of those, so that's good. I did not start building the airfield in here, so I suppose that could be started over... You know what? It could probably be over here. Level 1 airbase at least. Spokomania is already level 2 though, so technically speaking, we're going to upgrade the airbase over here to level 2. It's going to cost us a little bit. It's not too bad. I mean, it requires a lot of workers. That's going to be the biggest issue there. But beyond that, it should be fine. Did we use these? I don't think we did, actually. The air attack. We can send in some of the interceptors. I was supposed to also send the entire stack of planes in here. Getting at least a few hits. Ooh, we kill even some of the artillery and 30 tanks, I believe. Yeah, that seems about right. We're definitely weakening the enemy on the northern flank, and over here in the southern flank, I mean, we're slowly destroying them, but like, we're not taking too much casualties on the eastern front, which is quite nice for us, of course. And then oh wait, no, I moved the wrong unit over there, didn't I? I did. I mean, the infantry might still be handy, especially against the enemy motorcycle troops. And then these... Oh, right, did we already do... No, we didn't do an air attack here yet. Well, let's fix that then. Or maybe we did, but it wasn't using all the points. Oh, they got a champion there. We'll destroy another 10 tanks at least from them. So that's good. So the southern flank, or southwestern flank rather, is actually faring surprisingly well. The supply situation over here has improved. We could technically speaking do a few attacks in here to try, or airstrikes, not airstrikes, artillery strikes over there to weaken the enemy further. They might have someone trying to get through the mountains now. It's going to sort of loop around here, make sure that they can't just walk through all the way. I mean, they might try to do something, but as long as we can make sure that they can't build the road all the way through, then I don't really need to worry too much about the enemy attacks. We did get the extra tanks already. We could maybe get some more tanks somewhere. The question is, of course, which flank do... Or, actually... Getting some artillery in here, or just getting some medium tanks over here could probably also help destroying some of the enemy tanks and or pushing them back. I mean, that's just infantry in there. I do wonder, if we were to take these troops, I'm going to be taking a bit of casualties in here. In fact, a lot more than I expected. Wow. What do they have in there? Got it, RPGs, combat armor. I mean, okay, yeah, it's fairly effective. It probably dug in rather well. Oh yeah, it has dug in rather well. Okay, let me just go through and get the replacement troops in here then. At least we didn't lose any anti-tank guns. Alright, we don't have logistical points in here enough to support this one quite yet. Oh, it might be too far away for that. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get replacement troops put into the stockpiles at least. There we go. Just going to double check the northern front here. So I think there's been something moving in here, but not too bad situation yet. We could probably retake some of that area. There's still someone over there by the looks of it. Over here, did we already do... No, we didn't do attacks over here this round yet. So let's return with the artillery. I don't think it will be doing too much. I mean, we've got okay recon in there. 118. Could definitely be better, of course, but it's a good start, I'd say. Now let's try to use the troops in here to finally break the enemy in there. Well, we pushed them back at least. With heavy casualties, mind you, but we did push them back. The artillery is going to be moving in next round, I guess. I'm just going to have a look at the replacements that we need now. So we need a bit more infantry. A bit more machine guns. Did we need more recon? Don't think we do we? No. Buggy 0 out of 0 need. Okay, that's good. But with that, we are actually out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. If you haven't already, also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until the next time, bye-bye.